Okay, let's remember how to play it. And what we have been doing. Open trash container. There's a locked trash container behind a whirling and rags. The manager, guard, should have a key. Alternatively, you could use brute force to pry the lid open. You just need a pry bar. Took you long enough. You mean the stream again? Oh, you mean starting the stream? You cooked and ate your entire lunch while you were debugging the stream for like 8 minutes. It took you 8 minutes to cook and ate it. You can imagine how slowly I eat. It takes like 40 minutes. No, I take my time. In the time span, you probably could have written a whole novel. Now, writing a novel, it would take a few decades. How's going? It's Halloween, right? At least for you. Do you go to work today, or you have a day off, maybe? Felt like a few decades. Pay for damages. You need to pay for the... Yeah, I asked for the additional funds, didn't work. Okay. I need to find some money. I made the call reporting a crime. Keep searching for the caller, despite lacking any obvious leads. Find booze and drink it? Halloween and you still got work. I see. We don't celebrate Halloween, I guess, as you know. But in 5 days, the 4th of November, that's a huge holiday in Russia, called something like the Day of National Unity. Nation unity. Or usually people have a day off. There's a few inches of snow on the ground outside. It's only today and yesterday became colder in my place. A few days ago there was like 60 Fahrenheit. Just a few days ago, like 3 days ago, it was about 60 Fahrenheit temperature. So no snow. Doesn't sound as fun as Halloween. Yeah. We don't have funny holidays. We have serious holidays here. You have no idea where you are. Lina encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in great detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. Inspect the body. Report your badge missing. And sing karaoke. On the serious times in Rush, seriousness intensifies. Hey Batharian. Hi human. How's going? Yeah, it's only 3%. I don't have enough strength. I need to ask for a key. About a corpse. Oh, it's now 58. Human ist good. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty well.
It's over 9,000!
Hey Courtney. How are you? What about Demon Souls?
Woohoo! Heavy metal! Down, Woo!
Yeah, the chatbot works. What about Demon Souls? Will you stream it? Does it work? Okay. Failure again. Can I load? Yeah. Tell us something you did today. Something interesting. I have eaten kebab today. That's the most interesting. I was reading again a history theory about the first king of old Russian kingdom. Like there are two theories. One is Slavic, another is Scandinavian. Like based on one theory, the first Russian known ruler king or konung is Danish. Konung Rorik. He was like the first king of like, ancient Russia. That's the most interesting I can remember. Thinking about buying a component HDMI so I can do 1080. Yeah, I actually have a splitter, HDMI splitter. It can stream up to 4K. I have a good splitter, but I don't have a 4K monitor, so that's how I streamed the Demon Souls last year. Yeah, I would try to catch it. It's interesting. See how you play it. How much I die. I guess you will do pretty well. You've played previous Dark Souls games a lot. Alone on Halloween. Someone's gonna get haunted by a witch. Try again. No, it doesn't work. I will not try to save and load if it's the low chance, like 10% or 20%, but it's almost 60%. Let's try again. It should work. Yeah. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. Step closer. Do they always do that? Witch need. You were witched. Do you celebrate holiday Halloween in Denmark? Is it popular in Denmark? Halloween. Some people celebrate it in Russia, just some of them. They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here. Not quite really. Yeah, so it's like in Russia. Just some people celebrate. Not so many. I see. Step closer. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. Back the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast. By the way, this is also a Russian word. If we take English word to Russian language, we change the first C to K. So in Russian it's pronounced keramic, not ceramic, keramic. Paintball says no. Hello is specifically an Irish holiday, so no surprise there. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. My cat wants something. More proof that Russian and English are the same language. There are also a bunch of words where the first C, like in circus, you pronounce as ts, ts. So in Russian it's circ, like circus, circus. Will you ever fix that 8-ball? I know, you know how I'm lazy. Maybe someday. I just forget about it. Inland Empire, delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. Logic. Success. These are clearly not boots, they are armor, possibly part of a larger set. These aren't just boots, are they? They're armor. Indeed. With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabatoons, not boots. What kind of armor is this exactly? Musia wants the 8-ball to be fixed. I get it about on purpose. I will go give my cat something. Wait a sec. Russian water. Yeah, cat cake. It's a cat food called I think it's French. It's called like that. It's a cat food brand. Ceramic plate. Zirconium? Dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Fair weather model. I'm guessing that's a vitreous animal. Enamel, or what's this word? This is advanced stuff. Rich cat food. Yeah, cat food is pretty expensive nowadays. What happened to the rest of it? The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. Where's the rest of armor? We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. He nods toward Kuno. Maybe he'll know something. Maybe he was just wearing these boots. And there is no rest of the armor. Hey Watashi. Привет. How's going? Watashi, do you celebrate Halloween? Have you ever celebrated Halloween somehow? By the way. No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They have removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Then, where are these clothes? Have you seen any around? What if they told him to strip before they hung him? To demean him? They usually hang them completely naked for that. Mazda. I know the car brand Mazda. The best Mercedes. And like, this one still has his underpants. The material looks out of place here. It is. It's expensive. The lieutenant draws a line and the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger. We have requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. It constabulary is deemed it's too costly. In that time we have lost 6 men to semi-automatics. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years of wages. Success. The northwest region of Revachol. An officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank. Wait, my yearly page is 5,500? Ka-ching, baby. I'm sure you're talking about the car brand. Good work, detective. Yeah, good work. I was just confused. I have never seen Mazda in any other context. He came to hang out with this dude. Sorry, couldn't help it. I'm good, and I don't celebrate as much holidays as possible. And this is one of them. I understand. I only celebrated New Year Eve. That's all. Usually. Not too much, yes. Pathetic. I need to hustle more and hate less. Sounds puny. No wonder I can't pay my hostel bill. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay. Initial report? Just something I scrapped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same. Empathy. He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful. This looked pretty advanced. I agree, this equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. No, yeah. Unfortunately. Knock on the boot. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Says, the pry bar on your hand is itching for some action. Swing the pry bar at the boot. The metal connects with the same ding. The sound does not appear to get louder. The lieutenant cups his ear. Did you hear that? A click. Yes, like dice rolling. This is a kinetic redistributor. Spreads the incoming energy horizontally from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there is a click. That's the sound you heard. He points to the tool. See these lines? Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Says, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood, materials like lignum vitae, ebony perhaps. What does this remind me of? If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-section would look like. Run your finger over the lines. The smooth glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, picking on the right sabaton where you notice. Experience. Perception. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. Point to it. Looks like there is a serial number on the right sabaton. Good. Can you read it to me? He tips the dry and bold point of his pen on the tongue. That's how you know you're getting too old for wearing costumes and trick-or-treating for candy you just don't care about anymore. I've been born old. Because I've never done it. That's the logic. Pull the boot off. This feels dangerous. Are you sure? Wait, let me save. Better not even try. Let me save. I was still looking only at the boots. There are still pal tattoos. A lot of stuff. Wait a second. I also have a flashlight. You never had a chance. Oh, cool. The flashlight actually works. Like, that's unusual for this kind of a game. But he's still old. Everybody's old. The stench fills your nostrils as you push downward, and ominous, creaking sound comes from above. Stop! The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you, with the boot under your arm. Pig's gonna pull his head off. Brutal. Like the painterly style in the game, yeah, it's very beautiful, and very unusual. Not because of Halloween, you're just old. Ibit isn't old. Ibit refuses to be called old. Okay, you are not old. Not old, 8-bit. New nickname. Seem distressed, why? You're about to pull his head off. Do it. Do what? Pull his head off. There is no point in performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case. Whoa, that's a lot of... Guys, what are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on that boot? Unfortunately, it doesn't show us how he's hanging on the boot. These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. This is advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into their weakness. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot. Oh, you said they're expensive. I thought I could pawn them. I didn't even want to take them. Well, I just thought I should try. Try what exactly? I wanted to see what happens. I don't think we should do anything just for the hell of it. Besides, the lieutenant taps on the boot. There is no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They're fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet? Success. There might be still a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down, and second, It would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. Well, sounds like a plan. Still a dead man's boots, but that would be dishonorable. Sounds like a plan. Anticipation makes you crack. Fingers. It was nice. Nice and cracky. What's going to happen to the boots then? Processing will take care of them. With the situation and the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. He looks toward the boots. Should we continue? Yeah. At least I'm old enough. I can be a witch forever now. Proof that Flimby has no morals. I'm choosing, as I said last time, I'm choosing interesting dialogue options. Inspect the belt. A hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo on the 6-rotor airships. Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo. Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries, strapping cargo to them. Apparently this is the reinforced kind, for air transport. My brain tells me so. Oh, experience. He notes, the local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. Is him also upgradable? I can't think of a correct word. You mean about leveling up? I don't know. What do you mean by upgradable? Yep. I haven't checked out. I guess only my main character. Him is like... just like my consultant. He just helps in dialogues. But, you know, no, I guess you cannot level up him. Cause all the skills... there are no combat skills. The skills only affect the dialogues. Like a chance you will perform successfully in a dialogue, like suggestion or charisma. So there is no point to level up him anyway if there is no combat. He just talks to me. Oh, I get the sense they used whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. We assuming dock workers from the harbor did it? They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. How did they even get him up there? A noose is one of those things that's easier to use on one way around. He points at the buckle, trying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? Point to the one at the side of the tree. No more experience. He's just there to talk about stuff. That sounds like awesome job. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Look at the corpse. Now let's go to the belt. I thought that's something else. I was afraid it would be. He raises to inspect the noose. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. The brief suggests as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? No, they might have forgotten to brief me. My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing. What? Let's choose it. New task. Ask him to tell you about the case. Okay, he blinks. You should ask me for one of the first moments we get. Inspect the tooth. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, A small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Success. What will mine be marked by? Alcohol and heartbreak. Is this a map of the night sky? Microelectronic system? A national pattern? Electronic system. I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it? We're missing something here. I agree. A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera. What's that? A Triget Sunshine Mini. Triget is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow. What is that? I wonder if he gets paid to just talk about stuff. Yeah, about 5,500 real. I don't know the exchange course. Real. An instant color camera. He produces the metal capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence. Huh. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. He points the camera at the corpse. Real, yeah, the currency. The currency in this game is called real. That's the money. A nice photo. A sound of a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. Oh, привет, Quest. Как дела? You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper. On it a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattoo chest. In case we need it, the lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. Huh, cool machine. Yes. He slides the camera closed and tucks it away on his belt. It is pretty cool, isn't it? What do we need this photo for? It contains inside the victim's person. By his build, I would say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It's his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Huh. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. No larger than a pack of cigarettes. Переменным успехом. Понятно. Я пока только 2-й день играю в эту игру. Опять долго не стримил. Так что я далеко не прошел. Look him in the eye. His eyes are milky, white and blind at the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head green has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mass. Empathy. Underneath the curdled meat, there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death. Oh, that's a very high chat. Tell me, who are you, dead man? The hangman talks. I'm gone. I hate you, you stink, and you're boring. Where have you gone? Into the wild, pale yonder. Where is that? In the past, way out in the west. The music list I'm making for you is taking longer. Oh, you still about it? Like gothic music list. I can see you're gone, but who are you? I'm a joke, look at me. You are now, but who were you when you were alive? A killer. I have another question for you. What is happening? What do you mean? I'm talking to you. As the power of your black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips. Imagination. Horrific Necktie says, yeah man, don't be crazy. Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much. Why do I love questions so much? Because you're a copperoonie. What is that word even? Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Yeah, give me a comical amount of questions. 11. Is my name a Rooney? No, you're no Rooney. I do strike myself as a Rooney. No, it's obviously not who I am. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. Is this a secret choosing of your actual name? I still haven't chosen it. Almost done, and then I delved into some of the band's earlier work, and I fell into a rabbit hole. I recently, for the past few days, I've been listening only to Korean music, because I have watched a few Korean TV series about police, so I was listening to Korean music mostly. Should probably head out, got a lot of work to take care of. Yeah, sorry. A lot of work. Was nice to see you, 8-bit. Catch you next time, maybe. Have a good evening. Да, здесь рисовка своеобразная очень. Как ты Оташ сказал? Здесь не акварельный стиль, типа как акварель. Водяные краски. Could I really be Harry? You can be anything you wanna be. Brother Coppo. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? Because you have. Who kills you? Love did mean Brother Coppo. It was all love along. Can you ask me a question? Sure, Lobo, I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? What? Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder? Because he told me not toward Kim. Yeah, see you later, 8-bit. Good luck at work. Hey Max. Russian is my native language, so I didn't really learn it. Больше на масло похоже. Painterly. Oil paintings. Да, я не разбираюсь. For English, in school, college, private tutors, a bit everywhere. He's lying, he's really Canadian. Oh, I wish I had a Canadian accent. Would be nice. What's your native language, Max? It's my name as well. My name is Max, so it's funny. Looking at my face, motionless. Yeah. Maybe this will lead to something? Something indescribable? Unforeseen, miraculous? Oh, experience.
Hello.
Thanks for the follow. Ah, the clown leaps on the corpse appears to smile. The face rotates before you slowly. Shivers, success. That's something new. Something is on its way, something hidden. It's coming, a miracle, from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air on your hands, the cold spring air smoothing them over. Huh. I hate you, you stink and you're boring. Do I remind you of someone? Success. A child, born with Muller's disease. Harlequinism, grown up miraculously. Myself in a bathroom mirror. A baby affected with Harlequinism. Ah, you sure wriggled out of that one. Why were you feeling pleasure when you died? Maybe I was getting my rocks off? First, do you have to speak like that? What dialect is that anyway? It's a mishmash copable. You think I'm Messanian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like. I'm not even sure what Messina is. Well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light, a shade of brown. Trust your inner racist. What, are you racist now too? You think I am? You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos? That's called profiling. You could pass for Quebec or you only speak English and not attempt French. Yeah, I couldn't attempt French, even if I want. What is that? I fear we are drifting away, fixating on... yeah, I have run out of interesting dialects with the corpse. Let's move on. You're ready to go. I have something I need to know, corpse man. No, actually nothing. Squint and take a step back. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mass of green and pink. Observe. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs and his neck, just above the nose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it? How should I know? Why, you squinting officer? Squint harder. His face and hands are pink. Thighs too. The rest is greenish. Oh, he snorts. You're trying to assess lividity. Relax your eyes. The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something, like liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot. So, what do you think? I think he's dead. Something is coming out of him. He's beaten up. I do. See the bruises? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport. Stop talking in riddles, Coinslow. I forgot about these kids already. Something is coming out of him. A pool of blood and faces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop. The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. What he's saying. We got lucky. Did we? I don't feel lucky. No, I haven't played off stream. The past week, between streams, the last one and this one, I played only some of Lost Ark. It's a Korean RPG. Lost Ark. Just a few hours of it. Probably that's all. Did he? Looks great. I've been waiting for a long time. 5 years ago I saw it for the first time. And it finally came out in Europe. At least I can play it in Russian. But I don't want to play it as much as I wanted 5 years ago. But yeah, it looks very beautiful. Almost like Diablo gameplay wise. I think he's dead. I agree. Suggestion. There are crowds feeding his eyes. He's laughing silently. His personality is no longer a part in the world. Totally dead. The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago. He nods in agreement with this advanced piece of conceptualization. Having mulled it over, the lieutenant says, "That sounds about right, yes." I don't know what to think. What do you think? I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet and his neck. He points to his fattened chin. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Everything here seems to be corroborated with the assumption, but we should still get him down. How do we do it? I must have missed some of the bits. Yeah, you said you were awake, you were up for too long in a row and you went to sleep. But I haven't done much, really. I can tell you, like, in 1 minute what happened so far. Our main character woke up in a hotel, he lost his memory, we found out he's detective, and we need to investigate a murder, this one. I found out that I have a partner, Kim Kitsuragi, and I also talked to a few people around on streets. There was a racist and some truck driver and a gardener girl, and I also talked on the radio to my precinct police station and to kids in this yard who swear a lot. And that's all I have done. I've been looking at this corpse for a few hours. It has a lot of dialects and I read super slowly. That's all I've done. He stops to think, then checks his notes. Are you sure we have finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down. I haven't done everything before, I guess, about the corpse. We've been thorough. Do you have a plan for getting him down? Oh, a lot of experience. We finished like a main quest. The steel reinforced belt presents the unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. Getting that body down. This is a real long game then. It's 25. 9 sisters told me he finished it for 25 hours. 25. It's like, it's not even so long, it's okay. But he wasn't reading out loud, so it will take a lot of time for me. Lord of the Rings. They say it's like if you read the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy a few times, it has as much words as like 6 Lord of the Rings books. He's good at puzzles like me. It's not a puzzle. It's like a visual novel where you can level up. The cadaver is good at 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there is the question of cutting the airship strength material. Oh, can someone else do it? Someone else? He poses. You mean like the police? Yes, exactly. Call the police. Someone already did it. You know who came? We did, because we have made bad life decisions. No puzzles in this. I guess no difficult puzzles, maybe super easy ones. We could saw the branch. Climb out there and sow the branch? Yeah, it seems dangerous. There has to be a less risky way, with less pulling down of trees. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Maybe we could shoot him down. Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspects in this case. It seems like a dangerous road to go down. Yeah, wait, let's reconsider. What about shooting? Yeah, the enthusiasm is unrestrained. Bang bang time. Shoot his head off. Oh, the lieutenant remains unaffected. How? I don't know, just, you know, shoot up there maybe. Point toward the branch. Yes. He corrects his glasses. The buckle where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt. Yeah, now we're talking. They will miss. The pigs will miss. Suggestion success. The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun, on the other, it's an awfully stupid idea. Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen? Actually, don't. It has a bad idea written all over it. Wait, let me try. Let him choose. I don't know what's the best option, but maybe I will shoot. Yeah, let's try. I will blow his head off. Take it. Take the shot. Yeah, take the shot. Silence. With his elbows sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouting stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tugs. Success. That's Kegel. Armistice mass-produced muzzle loader. The Scatic Burgle, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the Fellows' position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger. Easy does it, partner. The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls in the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly pours in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself, I think he missed. Empathy. He feels bad about it, but his eyes mostly just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do not console him. What is this word? Malkupea? Is this like Latvian or Finnish? Try again, maybe? No, we're lucky as it is. It didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. He looks around at the windows, overlooking the yard. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with no locals. They have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that. What now? I have to say it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. What if I talk to kids again? I have a photo now. A lot of new quests. Getting the body down. Somehow make it so that the bloated corpse isn't there up anymore. Get it down or ask for help. Do something, you're a cop. Yeah, tattoos. Ask Kim. I need to talk to him. He's in the hangman boots later. I have done only 3 quests so far, not many. What about leveling up? Huh. Logic. Wield the raw intellectual power. Deduce the world. Can I level it up? Why my endurance is 1? Ah, because I'm damaged. Savoir faire is 0. Great. Detect lies. Drama. Not my kind of game then. Yeah, it's not. It's very slow. Very, very slow. But I enjoy the story. Yeah, it's not set in the 70s. It's like a mixture of everything. It's weird. As I thought, the kitchen is open now. The dishes are drying, the smell of chemical and pine trees. But wait a second. This one should be open later, at 4 PM. Maybe. I cannot read again.
Yes?
Let's go to the kitchen. Gorazzi? Oh, Gorazzi? Quebec. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods towards the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Gorazzi and Quebec. Logic. Failure. It must be his name. Sounds representative. Mr. Quebec, I'm here on official police business. Hello sir, got time for a few questions? The man puts his cap down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. You've got some impressive pots there. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. Conceptualization. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. So I cannot talk to him. An aroma of spices, alcohol and tomato hangs in the air. One of your old friends from middle school called you out in the blue. We haven't spoken in a decade. I was actually asking Vatasha earlier, a few days ago. What if someone you haven't spoken to in a long time call you out of the blue? Привет, Pix. Как дела? So, Courtney, if you haven't talked to your friend, like, you had a friend a long time ago, and you haven't talked to him for a few years, and suddenly he calls to you, so you would be glad to meet him, right? Because, to my mind, if I haven't talked to someone, for example, 4 years, and he suddenly calls me, that would be suspicious or at least awkward. Like, so much time has passed. 4 years. A woman, I mean, a man or woman, someone, a person, they. Как ты прошел? Диск Elysium сам. Секс. Прошел уже? Я только второй день играю. Я пока не играл. Почти неделю, ни во что. Почти. Blue door. You see I have a steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. Touch the door. Try to push on the door. I wonder where this door leads. You do? The lieutenant regards you with patient skepticism. It's door. In the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. It's a part of the whirling in rags. There is something about this place that makes me want to know. Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation. Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in, just to be thorough, as a side investigation. Yes, a mini side investigation. He looks at you, then at the door. Garthe is the person to ask about this. Cafeteria manager. Touch the door. Почти last последний день уже? 3 дня уже не играешь ни во что. Ну, да. Я только Lost Ark играл. Пару часов. I forgot the question, trying to be a smartness. Could you say it again? Like, would you be glad to speak to a person you haven't seen for 4 years and you haven't talked to for years? For example, you had a friend and you haven't talked to him or her for years, and suddenly this person calls you. Would you be glad to meet? Or it would be awkward because you haven't talked in 4 years for a long time. Would it be awkward? Oh no. Ну да, я понимаю. Мне надо есть время постримить, но я просто фигней страдаю какой-нибудь. Да, праздник этот, День народного единства. Try to push on the door. Door does not budge. Touch it. Okay. Let's ask for a key.
Can I help you?
Awkward. Но после общения будет нормас, ибо вспомнишь человека и вроде не переставали общаться. Ну, все-таки... Ну, может быть, да. Не было бы очень странно, когда так долго с кем-то не разговариваешь. Well, me personally, I would be interested to see where they are now. So, not so awkward. Как вы общались? Ну, то да. Не, ну если нормально, но как-то так получилось, что, например, много общались, но потом он переехал, и так потихоньку перестали разговаривать вообще. Там много-много лет не разговаривали, и вдруг, к примеру, пишет. Было бы как-то неловко. Ну, как по мне. Если бывший Тян пишет. Ну, бывшие, да, awkward. Isn't the trash container out back yours? Mine? No, it belongs to the world in the rags. Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why? To keep the hobbies and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company. I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes, us and the garbage disposal company. It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. I wonder what this feeling is. No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me. And it isn't callous. Common sense. Prod at him and find out. Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor? Callous? What are you? Cross Mazov? Almost, and all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The world in rags is not special in that regard. Cross Mazov, nom de guerre? Is this French again? Was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism. Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism. Mazov. There's gonna be awkward moments, but in my head I think we were friends when I was younger, so I must have felt comfortable with them for a reason, but it also depends how much they changed. Yeah. I see. Yum, tell me more. Maybe I am Cross Mazov. What are we talking about? Wasn't this not about the trash container? No, wait. Whisper and point to the back of your head. What if I am Cross Mazov? We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container. Okay, we need those keys. What? From Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container? It concerns the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. He takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Absolutely out of the question. Volition. Success. You wait and see, cafeteria manager. By the way, this both words in Russian as well. Cafeteria manager, they're both in Russian, the same. Cafeteria manager. On an innocence tonight. Okay. Inland Empire. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger, then we sing this place. Drama. Yeah, so many success. So much success, I mean. Your body's ready, sir. I have seen something here at the Verlin Garte I think I need to talk about. He rolls his eyes. What a thing. I saw a sign that said the mass hall is reserved for the Union. There is a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen. Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it, it's just a door. He shrugs. Do you know what's behind it? Do you have? No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a free-day warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust. Runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt. Composure. Success. It's tempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. I think you would like to know what's back there. Fine, okay, a little, he shrugs. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. No experience. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over though, after the animals, and I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Also, he haven't found it. I saw a sign that said the mass hall is reserved for the Union. Yes, not the whole Union, thank God, just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evenings, dumb, unruly types, think they're but they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time. Authority. He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him, so he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate. It's a shame you've gotta stuck up to the Union to stay afloat. Experience. I am simply providing a service. Oh, really? Facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and he runs out of steam. It doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you. Kim Kitsuragi says. The lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is. Occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need the info. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They will show up sooner or later. He looks toward the booth. The men are hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they will be here tomorrow. Okay, there's something else. What? Reaction speed. By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later. I need a drink. Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this? He points to his empty hand. Is this a shaker? Sounds irritated. You sound irritated, why? All I want is a drink. Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously. Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No? Do you know why? Because you're not a bartender. That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager. He combs his breath. I'm glad we cleared that out. Wasn't there anything else? Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff. Yeah, the first option is not polite. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. That's not convincing. I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth. Oh, whoa, in that case, let me pour you a nice big refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple? Pineapple. Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it. No, I have nothing else to talk about. Let's check out the second floor for a second. Oh, you hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. Inland Empire, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. I'm so alone. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness. Swallow the emotion. Don't do this to me. Door room number 3. The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it. Let me save. BRB for a second. Okay, I'm back. Kimmy tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Empathy. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase in a hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's just too morbid to ignore. You're looking at the destruction? I'm sorry for this. And this is where the magic happens. I'm sorry. No problem, officer. He takes a step toward the door. Look like he would like to leave. Yeah, I need to talk to him. Oh, have I tried to press to click on bed previously? The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 21. No time for rest right now. What if I look at the mirror again? Can I change my face? Locked. Encyclopedia 4. Electrochemistry 3. I have Encyclopedia 4, by the way, but maybe because of thoughts +1. Interfacing. Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. No sweets for the guilty one. Maybe I have tried to click on it previously and it failed. So it's white now. Fail. Кстати, вот аж там... Я не смотрел, но там еще вышел новый трейлер к Death Stranding. Сколько там трейлеров уже. Мне очень нравились прошлые трейлеры. Не знаю, какая игра сама по себе, но трейлеры крутые. Сейчас. Еще подойду секунду. Там какие-то странные звуки. Вот мне падает что-то на кухне. А, ты попал на премьеру? Да, надо глянуть ролик. Oh, can I try to wake up this guy again? Uh, 28%. Oh, it success. That's unexpected. There is only one way to awake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth. Wake up, this is an order. I'm the law. The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look. Why the yelling man? Encyclopedia. Looks like a Sao descendant. A lot of Sao dock workers around. You're alive? You looked out for a long count there. Wait, what? I was just sleeping. He seems pissed off. What do you want, officer? Authority. Officer? Even after a rude awakening, this dock worker respects the police more than they usually do at least. Но летом посмотришь, может получится. Я думаю, она же будет стоить дешевле на комп, скорее всего. Кстати, Детройт, например, который был эксклюзивом PlayStation и потом вышел на сейчас в Epic Game Store, он же дешевле стоит намного. Может, она будет на PC дешевле. Хотя за полгода может много чего случиться. Может 5 рубль упадет. Кстати, Call of Duty, хоть и всякие скандалы у нее были, ну, может быть, только у нас скандалы в России, но продалась она, по-моему, очень хорошо. Там я видел новость про то, что, типа, рекорд по продажам, прям там самые лучшие продажи за последние 5 лет Call of Duty, что ли. Прям очень хорошо. По-моему, 600 миллионов заработали за несколько дней. See anything interesting in your dreams? Tell me about Wild Pines. Point to the writing on his overalls. That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics. He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this. How's that going? How's it going? The dock worker lets out a big yawn, then stares at the cafeteria's Harry's doors. Some fingerprints glisten on the glass. Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? Of course, it's a total madhouse. I've almost never been outside of this building. Good, he doesn't dwell on the particulars of your existence. We are in the middle of the strike down at the harbor, trying to force some sense into this executive board of Wild Pines. For one, I could use some more shut-eye in the mornings. He rubs his eyes and sighs. Right to work, right to sleep, I say. Опасаясь за мощность ПК, нежели за стоимость. Ну да. Это понятно. Ну, Call of Duty все время хорошо продается. В общем-то. А это выглядело по трейлерам лучше, чем прошлая часть. Намного. Так что да, неудивительно. Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking? They got it. Measure has got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep. Or was. Thanks God, no. Was the fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred like corpses? The mausoleum? Was it pure nothing, your consciousness? No larger than a single grain of mold? Tell me, was the bliss free of X something? Oh, it's about X. Again. По-моему, если я выберу этот X something, что-то прошлое, это меня с ума сводит. Диалоги насчет X с ума сводит. Я в прошлый раз получил урон из-за этого. The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead. I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir, but when I'm out, when I'm really out, no X, anything, just quality time. Inland Empire, a little me. Time in the abyss-pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains. Wakefulness and detection. Who's behind organizing the strike? We are, the workers, the union. We know what we need. What's right for us. Even there is no leader? Okay, I guess there is also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back. What about the dead body in the yard? Yeah, what about it? He seemed cool with it. They have many of those hanging from the trees here. You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, third one gets eaten by stray dogs. He respites. If someone has decided to die on top of the tree, then how's it my concern? Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know. I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead. What trouble? You heard what I said? Draw your conclusion. That's all I know. and I prefer to keep it this way. The lieutenant gives you a little note and makes a note in his blue notebook. So, Union people think he was a killer. He thinks even sleepy here. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective. Yours? Point at the bottle and the split rum. Spilled. Indeed. Help yourself to some. He blinks. Wait, no, it's empty. Sorry about it, pal. I already had some. It's fine rum. Knocks you right out when you drown a bottle or two. He rubs his face and buries it in his hands. You can hear a faint snore. Okay. I got some experience. The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep. Я вспомнил, из-за этой игры вспомнил про князя, конунг, старую русскую РПГ. Она мало очень весит, я скачал в стиме, поставил на английский. Там, кстати, русского нет, по-моему, по умолчанию в стиме. Есть английский. Решил проверить, как перевод выглядит. Первые две строчки текста в игре главного персонажа называют по-разному. Его типа викинг, Эйнар. И там в одном через И, а в другой через Джей. Ну понятно. Две первые строчки и уже ошибка. Мне интересно, там переводили, к примеру, старые русские игры переводили сами русские на английский кое-как? Или все-таки англичане, которые знают кое-как русский язык? Обычно должны переводить те, для кого... Ну, если переводят на английский, то должны переводить те, для кого английский родной. Как бы по-другому никак. Oh, I think I haven't talked to this person. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. On the cover stands a very muscular man, surrounded by flames. Логично. Да. This is a book about pate. Не знаю, что это слово. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. It takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jean Cows from Ignotions. Ключи на плойке. Удачи разнести мелкую. Я тоже удачи. Поспать. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Annette, a young girl with the chubby red cheeks, waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. I'm the law. Hi.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stamps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of a store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. Not enough encyclopedia knowledge. By failure, I mean I fail. What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
Success is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness. What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Interesting.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
I got experience. It's okay if I ask some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name? My name is Annette, sir. My mom, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register or organizing the stocks. The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts her eyes wide, as if recalling something. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. And you're standing out here in the cold because I'm signaling that the store is open, he nods eagerly. Otherwise, people might not know. They would miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Success, empathy. A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold. You're cold. Can I help you in some way? Kind of you to offer, sir. Doesn't know what else to say. What could you do to help her in a way? Such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of a hard war. Pat her head. I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. What? Его вырили, потому что он заснул на рабочем месте. Ну, если это какой-то маленький магазин книжный, там, наверное, вообще не было посетителей. Можно и заснуть. А я был несколько раз за последние недели в книжном магазине, и там на одной полке, типа, где фантастика, все книжки попереставили. Их заставляют переставлять книги просто так, типа там или они пыль вытирают, или зачем все переставлять местами. Как бы две полки рядом, и типа их просто поменять местами с одной полки на другую, все так переносить. Как бы в чем смысл? Или чтобы лишь чем-то заняться, типа выглядеть, что ты что-то делаешь, а не спишь. Such a good trooper. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mom out with the store. She smiles and stands upright like a little soldier. Shouldn't be at school or something? I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mom keep this place running. Isn't going to school more important than this? What is school anyway? School? She rubs her red, chilled nose. Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people that run it. They say it's charity. Isn't going to school more important? Mom says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mom says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life, you succeed. How's the business going? Mom says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There is talk about this house being... She looks over her shoulder. Cursed. Inland Empire success. Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders. Cursed? In what way? Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they will all go. She's looking for the right word. Bankrupt. Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far. I don't think curses are real, or this sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards on the window. На самом деле не знаю, думаю, что их заставляют. Предполагаю, что для того, чтобы задержать человека в магазине, привлечь его внимание. Идут на всевозможные ухищрения. Да. Как бы книги сейчас меньше и меньше популярностью, наверное, пользуются. Статистики. Хотя... Stuck in the checkout line. Yeah, welcome back, Courtney. Обычно, когда захожу в книжном, кроме меня еще пару человек, ну, в моем городе. Человека 3 ходит по всему магазину обычно. Но вот когда скидки, когда висит объявление, что вот на любую книгу 40% скидка, тогда там такие очереди. Там была такая очередь, что просто не помещались люди стоять. Конечно, там со скидками все набегают. Looks like other people got lazy like me and decided to pick up candy last minute too. Yeah, it must be a crazy queue if you try to shop on Christmas, like before Christmas, for example, or Black Friday. Super crazy. The last moment. We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here. The lieutenant makes a note in his book. I haven't done much. I have talked to manager in hotel again, and now I found the bookstore. Well, this girl is the daughter of bookstore owner. Yes, she chirps. Please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir. What do you know about the other failed businesses? Nothing really, sir. Mom doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. Looks a bit disappointed. I don't really know what's there. How does this curse manifest itself? It does not manifest itself in any way, it does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather. But Kim, the plasmic manifestations. No such thing. The lieutenant stands at your side, stern and serious. The girl looks back and forth between you two. Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Stroke your chin. Enough about the curse, for now. What is this crime business? Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work of a policeman or private detective is trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. Crime fiction, crime books in Russian are actually called detectives. Detective in Russian doesn't mean a person, a police officer, it means a genre of a book. Detective. It's a crime fiction in English. Like, I like to read detectives. I've only ever been to Black Friday once, and that's how the story ends. It was once in a lifetime event I will attend. I have seen some weird video on YouTube about Black Fridays. I would not like to participate. Кстати, Ваташ, в русском же нету слова детектив, в смысле в значении полицейского. В русском же они следователи. Но вроде бы официально, не разговорно, типа официально инспектор или следователь, офицер полиции, там, полицейский, милиционер, следователь. Детектив — это книга вроде. Now you wouldn't, people can get really rude, yeah. That's right. Ну и частный детектив на русском же вроде типа сыщик. Это надо гуглить. Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. Частный детектив. Ну вот, может быть, типа, детектив имеется в виду только частные, которые к полиции не относятся. А те, кто работает именно в полиции официально, они, наверное, следователи. Why would anyone want to read about crime? Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. I'm trying to annoy the girl, asking all the weird questions. Let's see what happens. And the girl runs out of patience. She doesn't know what to say. Isn't that bad? Points to your head. Crime is what we're solving before this conversation began. Why would anyone want to read about crime? It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kinda like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him. I'm a policeman myself, by the way. You don't look much like a policeman. She examines you, as if to find something policeman-like. Ah, well, what does a cop look like then? Okay, then maybe I'm not a policeman, or should stop being one? Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen, or she points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. Huh, I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important in police work. Anyway, it's your point, your head. Oh, look at the guy. I will never be as good as Mullen. Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real. That's right, a real failure. Overshadowed by a fake man? That's harsh. Прикидываешься шлангом. Самое печальное, что он не прикидывается. I saw this old guy hit a kid with a shopping cart and yelled at him. I yelled at him, obviously not something nice, and he said, "What?" And I said, "You heard me." Some people just use it as an excuse to be a jerk at a store. Yeah. That's not cool. What people will do for discount on Black Friday. It's like a pathetic answer. That's right, a real failure. What's more pathetic, a real failure or overshadowed by a fake man? It's harsh. A real failure. Her eyes shine with sympathy. Cheer up, sir. No need to compare yourself to a fictional character. Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Her smile is warm and insulting, unlike the imperial image of Dick Mullen, like in the books. Composure challenge. I saw she's cold, and she's afraid of the curse, so I have a high chance. Better off just buying stuff online. There is in Russia, there is a Cyber Monday. It's around Black Friday, I think. Like Cyber Monday. Huge discount if you wanna buy online some computer stuff or electronics. Must be from US as well. Cyber Monday. What is romance? It's the type of book where there is a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. She smiles at the thought. Perhaps imagine herself in that situation. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when both of them... What about when both of the men are bad? What about when everyone is poor? What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? What about a poor man getting a rich lady? It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. I see. Awesome name. Imagine Black Friday sale in a grocery store. I saw pictures from such event in Russian store. Grocery store. I know only some businessmen in some of the town. I don't know which one. In a town of Russia, in Russia, some businessmen try to give away for free some bread, some products in a store for like poor or old people, but it didn't go well. Я помню, не про это ли ты, что какой-то владелец магазина пытался, что ли, хлеб раздавать бесплатно, типа старикам или ветеранам там, и люди на него наезжали. То хлеба слишком мало, то типа не тому достался. Хотя он раздавал бесплатно. I've heard of worse Black Fridays where people have getting trampled to death in China. Oh, so they have them in China as well. Didn't have human in it. No, my story was about some businessmen tried to give away bread for free, like for poor people. They could go to shop store and get some free food. But it didn't turn out well. Like some people tried to get a lot of food at the same time, like a few loaves of bread in one hand, and some people were complaining that not enough food for free, so he stopped doing it. It wasn't worth it. He was trying to do something good, give away food for free to poor people, but it made a lot of problems for him eventually. Старая добрая давка со звериным придача, да. Я видел новость про недавно, может в августе, какой-то институт открыл курсы слушателей для пожилых людей, типа там, что ли, бесплатно, не помню где, типа бесплатно для людей там за 60 или там за 65. Можно пойти на курс типа английского или на компьютерные курсы. И там собралась такая толпища людей, огромная, типа там очередь гигантская, и все там друг друга толкали и проходили без очереди. Yeah, people got greedy. And when he stopped, people also complained, I guess. People want more and more, and if you stop, they are annoyed. Yeah, he stopped because there was like on Black Friday, people were stomping each other for free food, and he stopped doing it. And people started to complain that there is no more free food. Like, why he doesn't give away free food again? Like, it was for free. You cannot force someone to do it. So yeah, they were complaining a lot. You can think of it as they were stocking up for winter. Yeah, maybe. What about when both of the men are bad? These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. What if it's written really well? Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting. What about when everyone is poor? That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Yeah, poor people are boring. Sometimes you have to write about real life things. Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. What about the book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mom. Yeah? You think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup? I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up though. She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and reclamation, only it's really long and drawn out, scarred for life, phantom limb. No? I don't know. He looks at you with puzzlement. Doesn't ring a bell? Alright, I will ask your mom. Yes, she knows, relieved. Knows books, definitely. Oh, success. What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain? You clearly have issues you need to address. It was the cute Soviet style. That's enough romance for me. I had other questions. Who are these famous people? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians. Those kind of people. There is usually something extraordinary about them. She scratches her cold reddened cheek, then continues. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame. Success. Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them. Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does it? But it does make the famous people more famous. She smiles gleefully. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day. Fame is for vain people. I have better things to do. These famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. I have better things to do. Okay, sir. Let me save. I don't get people that complain over free or price market town stuff. Should just be glad it's not the most expensive it can be for a normal price. Yeah, there is no logic behind it.
Hello again, sir.
Let's try. Deduce something. Yeah, failure. You fail to deduce anything substantial. Wait, no. That will not do. That was a super high chance. Let's try again.
Hello again, sir.
Success. The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that? Hey, why do you keep your hands folded? What do you mean, sir? She looks wary. Empathy success. He knows where this is going. You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help. You can show them to me. Actually, I would rather not deduce anything. Every time I deduce, people get hurt. Let's use the first one. She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. Success. A facade of true professionalism. He's far more intrigued by the situation than his pose reveals. You heard me, hands up. It's okay. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails afraid, nearly chewed down to the flesh. You bite your nails. And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? He shoots you a suspicious glance. There were a few other hints. It's super simple for detectives such as myself. Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that. Her eyes flash with defiance. She's not impressed. Suggestion success. She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. One more? Bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind. You throw dice in an attempt to come up with a conclusion from those dialogues. Yeah. So basically I have 4 different attributes: intellect, psych, physic, or motorics. It's like agility, strength, intellect, yeah, and this one is like emotional or wiseness. And there are also sub skills, like 6 skills in every place. So I have a psych. It's 5. I mean, my psych is the most like leveled up. So I have a high chance of suggestion, or authority, or empathy. The best one is Inland Empire. It allows me to talk to items. So yeah, the higher is my suggestion, the higher chance it will work and help me in dialogue. But because of my low strength, I, for example, couldn't open a trash container. I needed to find the key. If only this is what real detectives did to solve crimes. You are uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you. Rats have been nibbling on your fingers. Child labor in these dismal working conditions. That's funny, but that's not right. Chewed on nails means you're recycling your body material. That's also not right. That's an intense dedication to the way of business. There are no riches without personal sacrifice. Yeah, the first one. Dismay flickers in her eyes. Maybe so, sir, she sighs. Okay, I know, it's a bad habit and I shouldn't. Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town. I hope this entertained you. It was okay, sir. She still got a rebellious streak. Composure. There is more that can be achieved here. Here. Ask her to do the same. You think so? Fine. Do better. Deduce something about me. You're quite sober, she snaps back quickly. The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort. Wait, how do you know I'm usually not? Yeah, about that. Maybe you could point me towards some booze. And I'm having a grand time. How do you know? Because you usually aren't. I'm also sad that my head hurts. I'm sorry, sir. She looks you in the eye, sympathy gleaming in her face. I hope things get better soon. Experience. Ah, yeah, I checked out this word. Like the difference between wreck and wreak. Like wreak havoc. Wreak havoc. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar? Let me save again. I really don't want to fail this dialogue.
Hi,
Can I
Ace
actually talk to her
Detective. Are you
mom,
here for more
by the
books?
way? Success. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly. Because you have talked before. Hang on, so you know me. We have met before. Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. She sways back and forth on her feet. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong. Did I ever talk to you? Of course, you stopped by a few times. She looks at you intently. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. What do you mean better? Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore. Hype and improve famous English. One word at a time. As I spell improve wrong. Improve. It helps. If I would have streamed every day, and you would help me to improve one word at a time, I would know at least 365 more words or better. The lieutenant slowly, ever so slowly, realizes something. Party eyes, yes. Of course, that makes sense. Success. I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all. Party eyes? You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. She giggles at my thought. It certainly looks odd on a man. Says. These wibbling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Says. Electrochemistry. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Does it mean I've been partaking in narcotics? Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing. So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? I didn't know I had to do that. She looks puzzled. I don't really like this detective deduction game anymore. Or useless words, whichever works. No, all English. Thanks, I've learned something about myself today. Can I actually talk to her mother? Find out who is in the Union box. Explore the Berling's secret passage. Check out Line Beerbegen. The book collects the national recipes of Aurai. They are all about lake trout. Old sport magazines tucked away in a dark corner. Yeah, I thought she was home. As well. Man from Yelmdal series. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks, featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Yelmdal somewhere. Storekeep, tell me about the Muscleman books. Look through. Rows and rows of Yelmdalman blur your vision. You make out some titles. Men from Helmdal and the Mammoth Riders. Good God, how many are there? Maybe 100? Men from Helmdal and the Sages at the End of the World. And some more. Is that all? Not even close. There is even the Trial of the Deaf, Pastor no combat game book set in the world of Dollarman, and so much more. Pain threshold medium. Do any of the books call out to me? Wait a second. Save. Success. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eyes start twitching. Oh. Your hand reaches toward the book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hemdal, in chains. Kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne, a woman sits on a throne leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Within the throne and the Hemdaller man, lies a bonfire cast in the shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's hat dress looked like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and a Devil Woman. Aren't all women devil women? Especially those Lyran types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There is also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region. It's symbolic of vice and sin. Oh, that's new. That means I can buy it, but I don't have money. Wanna buy Man from Heimdall? Yeah, it's 9 real, I don't have money. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall. No. Should come back later. Let's talk to storekeeper.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Success. A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber. Curious pendant you're wearing. Well, before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. Interesting pendant.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
Clutches the pendant and narrows your eyes as well. So, are you the owner of the store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
A voice, high-pitched, sounds familiar. You have talked to her before through the doorbell. Has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work. The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed. Cursed? Who said that? Annette? She blinks. I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity in my business is thriving, sir. No, it was warm a few days ago still. It's around 0 right now. No snow. Сейчас было 1 или 2 градуса. Но позавчера было 15. Было все еще 15. Дня 3 назад можно было ходить в футболке и рубашке сверху. Какой снег. И вроде бы обещают через 3 дня снова 15. Сейчас, завтра, послезавтра 1, 2, 3 градуса тепла. И где-то через 4 дня опять около 15. А что в Нижнем Новгороде как? Doesn't feel like it's thriving, feels costly. What if I want to buy a book? Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? She fiddles with her pendant, then waves her bony fingers directly at you. See those shelves there? Go be drawn. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. She nudges her glasses. The shelves compel you, don't they? She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about books. Do you even know what books you have for sale? She coughs. Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods, I'm sure. It's all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories. Wait, shouldn't a storekeeper know about her wares? I provide a valuable service as long as people buy books I'm fine. She wiggles her bony finger at you. Why do you learn about the important things then? The truth is available if you just know where to look, and you have to open and free your mind to understand. She knows it, cryptically. Alright, I'll take a look then. Holy Celestial, Bodies, we have our streets covered with thin layer of snow already. Yeah. There is no snow here, it was super dry and pretty warm. The forecast also predicts in a few days it should be around 15 plus Celsius. 15 degrees. Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right? Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? No, she was definitely slacking off. It doesn't matter. Now, tell me something else. Nothing. Yes, of course. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Yes. Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store. I'm not going to grade a human being, and don't do that. Come on, come now, it's not personal, it's about proper sales, practices and market research. She crosses her arms. I expect an answer. 10, she's certainly very polite and helpful. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. She's immensely satisfied with the answer. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. I get she's a trooper, alright, she looks like she can take it, but it actually wearing her down. You know she's been biting her nails? God, I've told her not to do that. It's just a disgusting habit. Her voice is firm. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life. Part of hers too, clearly. I don't think she can do anything about it. She can if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks. Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You're placing an unnecessary burden on your young child. That is true, and obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter? Oh yeah, actually it's super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything. What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. Says, this is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy. All of a sudden, she exhales sharply, shoulders slump down. Oh no, she mutters. Hold on, I need to invite her inside and apologize. It must be freezing out there. There. She returns with a nod. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All the stress. She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette. You're like Annette to your husband and your mother. Oh, she nudges her glasses nervously. Well, my mother was horrible, of course, absolutely. Perverse, energy-surrounded person, but my husband... She shakes her head. Is this husband Annette's father? She told me she doesn't go to school anymore. Playson nods. She's been too busy helping me here, so she's studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off. Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business. We're running up here, she says gloomily. No matter, soon we'll both be off a grand couronne. Wait, what's that? It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know of it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. Her smile is wide. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. Your husband's also involved with the bookstore. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Is she an only child? Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she's. Be nice if she had. She pauses for a second. No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy. Why not? We are quite busy people, you know, my husband and I, quite busy. Her voice wavers a bit. Children are out of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. She catches herself at an impoliteness. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand. Alright. Oh, Annette is here now. What about this? Curtains. Close curtains. You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains? Examine the strange cage-like trinket. Pull open the curtains. Припустили? Честно сказать, я не очень понял шутку. Мне нравятся диалоги здесь. Ну, не именно эти, вот, что сейчас были последний час. До этого, что я играл. Становится жалко, когда другие RPG начнешь играть, там диалоги попроще. Но нету немножко безумия. Очень странных вариантов ответов вроде... Ну, редко, когда есть прям странные варианты ответа. А здесь часто бывает. Просто по приколу хотя бы. You see some kind of a charm, irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks and straws. Inside a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets. Stares at you. Success. From the looks of it, this is a traditional Samanese word meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. And who are the Samanese? Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Samanine Islands down south. Чистодире, а? Вы не выглядите как отец. Я понял. Но мы ее облагоразумили. Она хоть это ребенка пустила внутрь. Там он замерзал. Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains? Nothing. Now, please go back to browsing books. You fiddles with your pendant. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? Success. She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Pull open. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more. Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Her hands has closed around her pendant, the fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous. Perception success. He looks away mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people? This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid? Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer, I need to go in there. But I sense this place is calling for me. I must investigate. I don't care, you can stop me. I'm a police officer. Why? It's not like anyone was killed in there. She stops abruptly as her hand flies over the mouth. Baffled by her own bluntness. This is about the curse? Oh, she actually killed someone there. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. But I sense this place calling for me. You do? She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. My god, even more reasons to not mess with the curtains. I don't care, you can stop me. No, she raises her hand to try and stop you. Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme. Ордер. Я сомневаюсь. Тут есть такие... Часто были варианты ответа, типа «Я закон». Просто подходишь, говоришь, даже не я полицейский, а типа «Я закон». Делай, что я говорю. Но можно пренебречь ордером. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. Close curtains. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. Rip them apart, this time for real. You see a dimly lit room, full of dusty furniture and trash. The doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Japanese words. Your shadow looming over it like an omen. Просто, например, я сравниваю с Тиранией. Видел когда-нибудь Tyranny игру? Она вышла пару лет назад. РПГшка. Она очень хорошая. Она другая совсем. Просто сравнивая диалоги, там в диалогах обычно есть 4 варианта ответа. Совсем разных. То есть ты можешь присоединиться к одной из низких сторон, фракций, или можешь быть... Да, играл даже, вот. Помнишь, там можно присоединиться к фракциям разным, или быть за себя, типа нейтралом. Или за этих... за повстанцев. Те, кто жил в этих странах, которые вторглись. То есть там есть реиграбельность, а можно перепроходить 4 раза. Даже интересно перепройти. И диалоги там нормальные. Но там нету такого, типа, странности и безумия. То есть там диалоги все нормальные, просто разные варианты ответа. Обычные разные варианты ответа. А здесь дают на выбор нормальные варианты, адекватные и неадекватные. Спрашивать, что такое любовь, что такое преступление, как будто я только что родился. Или ударить кого-нибудь неожиданно. Труп тянуть за ноги, пока у него голова не оторвется. Так что, да, тут прикольно. I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding. Let's check it out. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Да, это круто. Ну вот о чем я говорил насчет Another War. Другая война, это польская игра. Вот там, вот они этим похожи. Много есть РПГшек, в которых там много вариантов ответа, много диалогов, много текста. Но именно в другой войне, причем что она такая польская, редкая игра, причем из Польши, там есть немножко безумия в диалогах. Чтобы, в какой еще игре можно, вот кроме Вот диско Elysium новая, прошло 16 лет, как она вышла. Можно было бы подойти к дереву и начать диалог с деревом. Вот только в диско Elysium и вот и там. Можно к дереву пристать, разговаривать с ним. Поэтому мне нравилось. A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminist trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Planescape, конечно, самая классическая из таких. Но в Planescape там сам мир безумный. Там не главный герой сумасшедший, а все остальные нормальные. В Planescape там все окружение безумное. Там типа сеттинг. Это междумирье, типа такой хаб, куда ведут все двери из разных миров. Поэтому город там сумасшедший, в котором собрались типа разные существа. Там все сумасшедшее. It's a very low chance. Break down the door. Very, very low chance. Knock on the door. Only an echo. I'm very curious. I want to check it out, but it's a very low chance. Там ожидаемо. Ну там да, там скорее ты болтаешь с разными странными людьми. То есть здесь люди нормальные, но ты странный. Они с тобой нормально разговаривают, но ты им странные вопросы задаешь. А там ты более-менее нормальный, можешь быть. А собеседники твои странные очень. То есть наоборот, по сути. Ну и там фэнтези. Вот, нужно, например, прокачивать силу, чтобы дверь открыть. Кстати, я могу прокачать или... Непонятно, какой у меня вообще уровень. Где это написано? Вот опыт. 50 из 100. Я уже один раз прокачивал характеристику. И какой у меня уровень? Странно. Здесь вообще все на диалогах завязано. Может, здесь время идет. Вот там время справа снизу. Идет только когда разговариваешь с кем-то. И некоторые события появляются по времени, смотря. В 12 или в 13 открылась дверь на кухню. Я туда заходил. Там появился квест один. Час, может быть, через час откроется дверь в обеденный зал. Там можно будет поговорить с работниками профсоюза, которые бастуют. И скиллы прокачиваются со временем. Можно ставить их на прокачку, и они со временем вот качаются как-то. Большая цифра 3. Вот это. Это как интеллект прокачан насколько. Так, все-таки у меня... Я все-таки 2 левела качнул. Не 1, а целых 2. Интересно. Странно, не показывается, какой левел общий у меня. Должен быть 3. А, нужно было вот это прокачивать. Болевой порог. Если бы я его прокачал, я мог бы легче дверь открыть. Вот. Я не то прокачал. Походу, сакс этот раз. Или нет. Success. Wait a second, success? But I lost health. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear into the wood, appearing on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side, but you've done it. The lieutenant stares at you as you stand there, silent and brooding. You're not thinking of trying again, are you? Smash into the door again, wordless. Freeze dirtbags. Hands up now. It hurts. Hands up. And it's a gym. What's this place? Sand is dripping from a punch bag. The poster says Citius Fortis, the rest is worn off. Питер Гриффин. О, партнер подзалагал. Ты смотрел какие-нибудь из этих сериалов долгих американских мультиков? Ну, я имею в виду, много смотрел что-нибудь из Симпсонов, там, Саус Парк или Гриффины. Я смотрел очень много Футурамы из всего этого, только Футураму. Worn out wool bars. Look and save. Barbell. A barbell lies on the floor. Color has worn off. Its weight plates. Physical instrument success. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of this weight. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. Success. There are no colors on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar? It's 3%. Подпольная качалка, у них уже есть тут батик. Look, him, it's a trap. There are no colors in the barbell. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory. A memory from another life, when you were young and fit. It's a trap. You're right. The weights may fall off. Better not touch it then. What kind of a bastard would just remove the colors? Should be a felony. Actually, I don't really care about safety hazards. Should be a felony. It would be a violation of EPI's safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore. Гриффинов в Симпсонов второй смотрел в деревне, Футураму уже позже. Но ни один полностью не смотрел. Но Гриффины вроде все еще идут. Там, ну и Симпсоны тоже. Там огромное количество сезонов. Да, там сложно посмотреть полностью. Но я так понял, ты смотрел, да?
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. Ah, it's an adventure. It's the nether world, beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me. No idea, Kim, but my head hurts. My head hurts bad. It's the nether world. Now it's a gym. He disagrees, though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. What if there is a reason why no one's been here for ages? Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations. A banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we? I will try to lift barbell. 3% chance. I will damage myself. Ah, you managed to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands leak with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. Stupid barbell. Seems like I'm a little out of shape. Or maybe these gloves just stuck. Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip. The lieutenant agrees. Let's load. I cannot afford losing more health. Когда нечего делать, а в деревне всегда почти. Альтернативы еще менее приятные. Кусочек цивилизации. Да. Ты не ходил на рыбалку? Как вообще с рыбалкой дела? Бывал там? Или не любишь? Я ходил пару раз. Раза 3. И я ничего не поймал вообще. Ни разу.
Yes?
You seem to be following me. Excuse me? What if I want to work this case alone? Oh, beat it, you're cramping my style. Nothing, just an observation. You have he's looking for the right words. A distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. What do you mean distinctive? I hope you don't take this the wrong way, it's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. How's that? They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers. You kidding me? Why containers? That's racist. I don't know. Containers. Contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on. Success. Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up. I want to talk about you. Me? Yes, you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. We'll work better together if we have more rapport. That's a fair point. Alright. For the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? You're wearing glasses. That's correct. Legendary failure. Physical instrument. You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone. Just observing. I guess you don't need glasses then. You don't look like other people around here. That's because I'm half Seolite or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul? So was my grandmother. But from my mother's side, he shakes his head. It's not an interesting topic. What is Seoul? It's part of the world, officer. Geopolitical entity and geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. Success. Seoul is a Protectionist, isolationist, peninsular state west of them, in Celandian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious. Okay. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul. Да, когда один раз был за компанию с друзьями, одни раз ездили с папой и его другом, тоже ничего не поймал. Но все когда мелкий был. Интереса не возникло. Ну да. Обычно рыбалка — это предлог выпить, наверное, чаще всего. Мало кто рыбачит, реально. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I have never been to Seoul. He seems almost proud of these things. I'm a regular Revashiller. He's glad to have shot down your question. Tell me a secret about yourself. The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. No. Ask again. Your brain sends a signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrows. The eyebrows exercising psionic control over you. Psionic. It's happening to me. Something the matter, detective? Success. This guy's got authority over the shores. Just a flick of his eyebrows. He's able to make his role. So what can I do about it? Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. Silently scream for help. If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Success. Fortunately, he's a committed officer of the RCM. He will only use his powers for the good of the investigation. И тебе кажется, что он гипнотизирует тебя бровями? Да, я пытался задать ему вопрос еще раз, в чем, чтобы он мне рассказал какой-нибудь секрет. Но в его бровях столько авторитета, что я не смог сопротивляться. К счастью, он офицер полиции. Do you ever talk with yourself? What do you mean? You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. Понимаю. But this isn't an old school case. I get it. You're then one of those old school detectives. Not respectful. So how do you know? Tap the side of your head. Old school detectives. Oh, so you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warning or anything? I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook. The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. That's all for now. Let's check out this place, finally. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Кстати, я только недавно узнал, сколько я английский не учил, но я не знал, как это называется. По-моему, называется, если не путаю, палатализация. Что это на самом деле такое? Как бы я знал пассивно про нее. Например, слова about you. Вот about you. Ну, в конце первого слова Т звук, а в конце второго you. То есть через и. You. И получается палатализация — это когда, к примеру, звук Т перед и на стыке слов превращается в другой, типа в Ч. Не about you. Типа это различает тех, кто учил английский, или те, кому он родной. Как определить, кому английский не родной? Типа иностранцы. То он будет говорить about you. В некоторых песнях, вот я знаю, у меня в плейлисте есть одна песня японская, где они на английском поют. И там ну, японка по-английски поет about you. А правильно about you. И, например, did you. Правильно, did you. То есть эти звуки Т и Д превращаются в такой Ч. Ч или в Дж. Это называется палатализация. Я знал это, не знал, как называется. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, mouth bitten. Keys with slipstream printed on a laminated top layer. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Conceptualization. Ну вот почему, к примеру, по-русски концептуализация, туализация, по-английски будет не ту или тью, а чью, conceptualization. Тоже палатализация получается. Нравится больше вариант не носитель языка. Ну да, я иногда специально так говорил, типа did you or about you. Это может быть еще вариант некоторых диалектов или акцентов. Может, где-то так говорят. Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. I don't get it. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. Seems like that they started out making one layout to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. But the question is, which did they start with, and which did they pivot to? What a strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad. That's just speculation. No, the first one. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless. Production schedule. Development memory. Oh, money gained. So this place is just good for finding money. Finally. A lot of money, actually. Project Dread board. Your flashing slides over an old green chalkboard. А все время забываю, как произносится мел. Chalk? Chalk? Covered in scribbles, sketches and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. Inspect the drawing. These live, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins. You make out autumnal candle Welkins, costume wax-based magics. Translucent Welkins with organs shining under the skin, and even other Welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. А, кстати, тебе нравится больше американский акцент? Ну, типа в общем американский. Или британский? Who are all of those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind. Drama. You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a Welkin. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. Examine it. That is important. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin. His face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says all non-Welkin races will be purged. Halder, the Dwerg, the humans, and even the Headless Man, all of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and High Welkin to rule them all. The lieutenant can't help but comment. An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Британский? No down. Как прикольно звучит. Мне вообще нравится шотландский. Шотландский круто звучит. Они вроде еще так как-то по-русски R говорят больше. Р. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. А, я смотрел интервью с Джерардом Батлером. Я ни разу не смотрел фильмы с ним на английском. А оказывается, у него такой, ну, его настоящий акцент, такой прям шотландский, мощный. Он прикольно разговаривает. Я никогда раньше не слышал. Это который, например, играл в 300 спартанцев Леонида. I whisper, one of them is a Welkin supremacist. Well, this has been educational, let's move on. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. Ah, it's like a Dungeons & Dragons, like a role-play game on this board. I see. Японский, английский. А, как из иностранных акцентов, если... Я спрашивал про, типа, родные. Все-таки британские, американские, шотландские, ирландские, они, типа, их родные языки. Как бы они считаются родными акцентами. А вот русский, японский, немецкий, да, это, типа, иностранные акценты. Но японский в некоторых фильмах прикольно звучит. Или, к примеру, там, Red Alert 3 есть ролики с японцами, которые на английском говорят. Так прикольно. И какая-то такая особая интонация. Я не могу повторить. Но я имею в виду, когда хорошо говорят по-английски. Там, когда правильно выговаривают, только интонация, по большей части, и звуки немножко другие. Никогда плохо очень знают английский и коверкают слова. Political commentary. That one has great beard too. Kim nods at the Welkin facial hair. Welcome back, Courtney. Just look at those details. So much effort. You haven't scared me, fortunately. Inspect the photos. The photo collage depicts a collage. One U in the end. Almost. How's it in English? Wait a second.
Collage.
Ah, like, yeah. Collage.
Collage.
Collage. Like in Russian. The same. Collage. В одной лодке, грубо говоря. Оба не на родном языке говорите. Да. Oh. Yeah, now it works. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees growing under the snow. And that name, what? What name? Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm, animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built on the glaciers by boreal dwarves, yurt under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Yeah, I need to differentiate somehow these two commands. The second tutoring is longer. The sound is longer, so the name is longer. Makes sense. Somehow. Ай-яй-яй. Я, кстати, не уверен, из какого-то аниме. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, much needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy, engulfs the world as a whirl becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." Light of Tutor. Expecting schedule. This is monthly, a calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimum, and GPI span the mark your drone grid. The grand scheme of production and money. MINIM stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called Run. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago but failed. Keep reading what happened. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region. No experience. The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness and concludes, "Looks like they didn't make it." Back notes. A note in the bottom left corner of the checkboard says, "CD prod, schedule filament for the details." Ah, yeah, I remember that one. But maybe I haven't added to the bot. I don't remember. I guess I haven't. Yeah, it was super long. I remember. Mainframe. This appears to be some kind of a machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on or off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer. A radio computer. You can grab it down. Yeah. Says the lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine, just sitting here without anyone in sight. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. Let me check out what sounds do I have, by the way. That's for Courtney. Like last time I made a screenshot, she was using it to check out commands. That's some more, if you would like. You can try some of them. Not all of them work, by the way. No problem with the link. Not at all. You need sleep soon, yeah. Me too. I will have to finish pretty soon. It's been 3 hours. It's also very difficult to read out loud for so long. Do you think I should turn it on? I have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it. Is it possible to train your voice to be able to speak like super long without a break, like to speak for 6 hours non-stop? If you train it, or you will just lose your voice. Turn on the machine. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing the virus and plain print keys on the keyboard. The hatch in the machine's central compartment is wide open. Look inside. It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left tangling disconnected. Filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Try a 24-hour stream of
Get
this.
out of here, stalker.
It's English voice acting for Stalker. Yeah, 24-hour stream. I think I would lose my voice for a week. Yeah, if you play shooter or something, you can just stay silent for a while. Insert the production schedule. Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. Press play. Haven't lost my voice yet. Yet, Kappa. Sanity, but not voice. A bar of fabric right above on the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Get a nice glass of water on the table. It will help, but only a bit, maybe. 24-hour stream, not on the voice for a week. Worth it, I say. Maybe someday. But everybody will be so bored. I'm 100% sure. Everybody would be super bored. That kind of stream. Until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, caught into the air. East in Elysium repeater station. Good afternoon, Fortress. Accident on the route is saying East Lane. This is East Elysium repeater, Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Why did you call me Fortress Accident? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to. Do you have any other information about this company? One moment. You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care. Fortress Accident, SCA, produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. That's not bad. Well, so conceptual. And what's that? The static drowns her responses. Any other questions? You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. Nah, we wouldn't be bored of that. When it stops helping you, get another one. Nice. I was planning on doing a pumpkin carving stream tonight, but I don't think you'll be awake. Oh. You were actually going to stream? With a web camera? Yeah, I need to go to sleep in a few hours. But you can record it. Choose an option on your Twitch website profile to record streams. With the phone. What's the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. You mean that glowing thing I put inside? Yes, isn't that the production schedule? I don't know. The old lady sighs as a wave of static distorts her voice to Robotics Pro. If you're unsure, could you please take a look? How do I do that? Open the hatch and the compartment, don't touch the wires. Current is running through it, but the core is safe. There is a filament inside. I need to know what it's called. It's called the production schedule. Good, please repeat the password. You should ask here for a hint. A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? Is it my birthday? A hint. No. Is it my birthday? Still no. Listen to the police. Please open this thing. The voice recites, I'm contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder. Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament. I'm afraid we're not doing that unless we want to wait for a month. I don't know the password. Received. I will register this login attempt. Don't worry, passwords have a wave of turning up sooner or later. Are you a machine or are you alive? Yes, I'm alive. I'm 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. The lieutenant whispers into your ear. She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid. Yvonne, my partner tells me that you are here because really computer guys are really paranoid. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am? I work as a repeater at the East Elysium repeater station. It's my job to know where you are. Fortress Accident. As for me, well, some static. Then I'm sitting in my cubicle surrounded by a wall of radios. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself? Lonely? The first time you hear the chuckle during the rustle of static. Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day. That's why she does this. That's all for now. Press print. Nothing happens. Dot complete. Lonesome long way home. Then even if I had what I needed to do a stream with my PC, I wouldn't want to get my PC all sticky with pumpkin guts. Huh. Yeah, makes sense. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1. Psych. Here we go. Hum aways. Walk past station 41 and through the market. Past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There at the end of the street, lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to go. You have to get back to work. That's all you have now. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Frequency fireplace. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mash spreading over the stone like blood vessels. An alabaster skin looks ghostly and strangely ancient. Diagram for summoning some time forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. The whole thing resembles Cadron mosaic tiles. Very Xanthic. Hold on, how do I know what Cadron mosaic tiles are supposed to look like? History class. Students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun. What am I looking at? Radio frequencies? For what? Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. So we are dealing with some medical here? You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations. All lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says this one can listen in on any station it wants. Wait, who's the Game Master? Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. Conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency. If it's a game, then who's playing? Whoever decides to call in station, it looks like. All is gone, left, unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off. My god. The lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhythm. It is as if the less money they had, the more ambitious the project became. Why do you say that? The schedule. He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained finger clean. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding. What else? Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long ago. No one has used the fireplace in ages. Is this a door? What's that?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? Yes, that is the question. The lieutenant takes a step back, stippling his hands. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment. How were they planning to do that? Through call-in stations, he notes the fireplace. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there is the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller cone stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, function as a master of ceremonies of sorts. Has anyone ever done this before? Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein, you know, places with industry. And this was a role-playing game? Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. He points to the chalkboard. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the viral board game with hit Daff thrown in. Sips vodka. What do you think happened to the company? No idea. They stopped filing out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but the lieutenant used his head thinking. They were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of the investors' pockets. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Let's finish it. Do we have any money? Let's give them more money so they can finish it. Make it even bigger. A half smile breaks out on his face. It's too late for that, I'm afraid. He says, looking around in the derelict room. Pipes, howl, and the red crosses the floor. Okay, he concludes. Let's keep moving. I guess I will finish and stop on it for today. I think Vat Pribalt or Magen Heart. He has a different nickname right now, Magen Heart. He's playing Tarkov. I will host him just to say hi. So if you want to say hi as well, you're welcome. Thanks for hanging out, Watashi, Courtney, Batharian. Thanks for chatting. See you later. Have a good night. Yeah, happy Halloween. See you later.